Head on. Make sure. Hold on, y'all. Let me take my Wi-Fi off because it was doing something crazy. Hey, guys. Should be back to normal now. Peace, y'all. Peace, peace, peace. Hey. Peace, beloveds. Peace, peace, peace. I see you, King Chaz. Oh, this is going to be a good live today. Peace be. Living pretty. Thank you. I had to pull my bendies back out. Then, sometimes you got to remind yourself. I talk about this in my Goddess Awakening class. Sometimes you got to put on elements that remind you of who you are. When you are being triggered, possibly, which is this is a prime time to be triggered. When you are feeling yourself out of sorts, sometimes you got to adorn yourself, especially if you're a female, adorn yourself with goddess elements. So I pulled out all the stuff. I got my, let me see which bracelet this one is. I got my Yemiya cuff on so I can be more nurturing. I got all my little ankhs on, my bendies, so I can remind myself that I am tuned into my third eye. This is my third eye. Energy, my African, my Fulani, because I have some of that in my lineage. So my Fulani earrings, you know, had to pull out all the extras. And it's burning up in here. I need a fan in here. Normally I have my fan in here. Let me see if I moved it. Knowing me, I probably done moved it. I've been moving stuff and cleaning stuff so much lately. I have, so I'm about to be using something because it's hot in this room. My family trying to make me leave up out of here. All right. So peace, everyone. So today is not the readings. This is going to be me breaking down what this full moon in Scorpio is all about. So if you came on here to get your readings today, it's not. If you read the actual post, the post said that the readings start on Tuesday. I might start a day early because there's so many people that want to read it. So today I'm going to break down this full moon in Scorpio. We have our North Node and our South Node changing signs this particular season. It is a lot going on from last week going into this week. So I'm trying to prepare you on what it is that's getting ready to happen, okay? What it is that is getting ready to be popping off for y'all and how you can navigate this better. How you can make sure that you don't go into this moon without the right energy, without the right mindset, without the right information. So if you have a paper and pen, I'm telling you, this is a live that you want to get your notebook out. If you don't have one, go get it. I'm going to give you got 2 seconds. And I'm trying to figure out where I'm about to get some air from. Peace. Peace, Kiki. All right. This particular live, if you don't have your notebook, go get your notebook, go get your pen. I'm about to teach. This is a free lesson. Okay, this is a free lesson, so I'm about to get y'all right for this particular moon and how y'all should even really be looking at y'all natal charts as far as how you can pull in this energy for your natal charts to help you navigate stuff like this when it comes up full moon. So y'all not waiting on me. Y'all already know. I need for y'all to get to the point where we get to these full moons and these new moons and these Plutos and retrogrades and these North Nodes changing or signs like planets changing signs. That y'all are actually already be on it because you already know what's coming up. So you already done looked at your actual natal chart. Okay. So hopefully you got your paper and pen. This particular full moon in Scorpio. First of all, Scorpio, that should tell you all about whatever you need to know. Anybody that knows Scorpio energy. Anybody that knows Scorpio energy. Anybody. You already know that it's highly emotional. It's highly triggering. It's highly transformational. It deals with some really deep undercover stuff. So if you don't know what Scorpio energy is, take the time to either go to astrology.com or just put in, Scorpio and all the meanings and spiritual meanings behind Scorpio. So you really can look at what does that mean? Because Scorpio make you go deep. It's going to make you dig for some stuff. So with this full moon going into Scorpio, that already tell you that it's going to be the stuff that's laying dormant. It's going to be the stuff that you're not paying attention to. The stuff that y'all thought that you already healed. Some of y'all might have been on this journey longer than a month. So you already thought that you already done healed this stuff. You ain't really had to deal with this no more. Wrong. This is when the universe show you, like, nah, you ain't really healed yet. Hold on, y'all. I want to pull up my notes on my internet. You ain't really dealt with it yet. You haven't really got there yet. Okay. That's when these Scorpio moons is going to say, I'm going to show you what you need to fix. Last week with the energy and the planets doing what it was doing, it was preparing you. So go back and pay attention. What were you triggered by last week? What were you experiencing last week? What things seemed to be coming up from out of nowhere last week? Okay. Within the last, I'm going to say the last couple of weeks, but in particular, last week. All right. What were you feeling? And then not only what were you feeling, okay, what signs were like being revealed? What relationships were being revealed? What emotions were being revealed to you last week? The things that have been revealed to you thus far, or the things that seem to be coming to the forefront within the last couple of weeks, are the things that you need to pay attention to. So you can actually say, let me make a list. All right. Let me make a list. Let me pay attention to these things and come up with solutions on how I can fix them. What is it that I need to fix? What is it that I need to actually work on? What is it that I need to commit to? What is it that I need to get disciplined about? So, I love that you put that out there, Kiki. Your eating habits. And me and you did just have a reading on that. Listen. Listen. What is it that you needed to get on? Absolutely, DV. See, I love when my tribe is on it. That Capricorn energy, that Saturn energy is popping up. That's that discipline, that structure. These things were being revealed last week. So you can say, I need to start putting this structure in place. I need to stop procrastinating. I need to stop delaying on the things that I need to fix. If you are, a habitual procrastinator, you saw it last week. If you are a habitual self-sabotager, you saw it last week. If you are a person who have really deep ego issues, you seen it coming to a head last week. So all the energy is doing this thing where it was building. It's building, it's building, it's building. And what is this Scorpio moon getting ready to do? It's getting ready to pop off for you. All right. So it's nothing to be afraid of, because I don't want y'all to be feeling like, oh, shit. This is a time frame where you need to say, this is a wonderful opportunity for me to heal. This is a wonderful opportunity for me to do the work. And a perfect time. We're in quarantine. So you ain't got nothing better to do than to work on yourself. Let's be clear. All right. So this is a time that you really want to, it's going to trigger those things. And it's not just going to, you're not in this by yourself. Let's be clear. Everybody is going to be feeling the effects of this full moon. Everybody is feeling the effects of the different dynamics that's leading up to this full moon. This full moon is going to have everybody in their feelings. Okay. Everybody is going to be in their feelings during this full moon. So if you in something toxic, okay, if you in something crazy, I'm going to need you to pay attention. All right. Especially if it's abusive. My babies that y'all in still, I don't know how y'all still doing it, but y'all in these abusive relationships, You want to be mindful. You might want to go to your mama's during this full moon. You might want to go somewhere else during this full moon so you don't react or respond in a way that is not in alignment with your higher self. All right. You already doing something that ain't in alignment, but I ain't getting ready to go there. I'm going to leave y'all alone. Now, as the things start to come to a head, what's going to intensify this energy? The North Node and the South Node. And anybody who know me that have gotten like a chart overview, I always talk about the North Node and the South Node being Rahu Ketu because I use Vedic astrology with that. So that Rahu is always going to amplify. Rahu does, like, the North Node is going to do this thing where it intensifies and increases whatever house it sits in. It's sitting in Cancer right now. So that's our emotional attachment. That's our emotional desires, the things that trigger us are from an emotional space. All right. That's our nurturing. That's our family. Okay. So think of anything that's connected to Cancer energy. This is going to be the time, because North Node is starting to slowly go into another sign. You're going to feel the effects. And not only because it's North Node, you got Pluto doing something real crazy because it's kind of coming out of a certain sign too. Okay? So that's going to make everything intense. Everything going to be on 20 right now. All right? Then you got our South Node being in Capricorn. And that's all about structure. That's about discipline. Okay? Which is also teaming up with that Pluto energy. Let's get ready to shift. Even though it's in retrograde, it's getting ready to shift into a new sign. It's coming to a near end of the sign that it's in as well. That's a lot of energy. Okay, let's be clear. I'm hoping y'all listening. Please be taking notes. This is a lot of energy. Go look at your chart. See where these North Node and South Node are sitting. See where your Pluto is sitting. See where Scorpio is in your chart. All of that. You need to pay attention to all of this. Because it's all, like I said, you might be feeling like you was going crazy. You're not. You're not, baby. You might have been feeling like you was off. You're not. You're not. You might have been feeling like things were out of your control and you didn't have any hold on what's going on. You're not. It's all in the cosmos. I promise you. So what we want to do is, because I want to touch on this North Node because I don't know if y'all understand how important with North Node and South Node changing into the new signs is going into, which is Sagittarius and Gemini. So Gemini and Sagittarius, basically. That energy is a whole different type of energy, first of all, than where we at. Okay. This is going to be a time, peace, beloved, peace, everyone that's coming in, I'm sorry, that you want to review. You want to look back in the last 18 months that North Node and South Node were sitting in the signs that they were sitting in. What did you accomplish? What things started being shifted? What was being triggered? What were your learning lessons? What were things that it seemed like you were more focused on? So it might have been your spirituality. It might have been being a better parent. It might have been being a better scholar. Whatever that was, pay attention to what it was. We've been grilling out. We got flies now. Whatever it was, you want to pay attention to its effect and the dynamics, okay? Its effect and the dynamics that it's going to have in your life at this moment in time. I'm sorry, my screen keep going gray on me every time I try to scroll through my little notes. All right. What has changed? Look back over this year and a half. What do you feel changed? What do you feel has changed in you and in your life? All right. So how do we use, or how did you use that Capricorn energy to put your Cancer energy in a stronger position? So let's say you have an emotional connection to family. What was it that you used that had that structure, that discipline to make you more, exactly, to have that effect on your Cancer, your emotional connection? Okay, what did you see change? What did you see shift? How did you use these energies to make you a better person in that Cancer space of your life? All right. Now, if you are one of these people that's like, I didn't grow, I didn't move forward, I didn't use man, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here because we're going to work on that. All right. But this is a time that you want to say, before we shift, okay, let me pay attention to this. Let me pay attention to what I need to do to structure. If you've been talking about you want to be better at your diet, this is a time frame where you want to say, let me tighten up. Let me make sure I'm fasting and praying. If you are a person who know that you need to be more disciplined when it comes to meditation, this is a time frame where you need to figure out what tools do you need to put in place in order for that to help you. Because if you don't, that whole 18 months was to prepare you for this next season. This next season is going to be about communication. All right. It's going to be about a lot of different energies that y'all really, really are going to see make the people as a whole move forward. This is about progress. So if you took advantage of the energy from the last season of your North Node and your South Node, and it, like I said, if you had a chart done by me, I always tell y'all that energy actually is like your karmic access. It tells you what your gifts are from your past, from your family, from your lineage, and what you are supposed to shine in as you're moving through this particular journey in your life. All right. So you really want to know where those are at, regardless. So I want to make sure I stay on track with my notes. With this Saturn energy popping off, it's going to create a vibration for y'all that's going to make you feel triggered in aspects of, like I said, security. You're going to really question your security in life, your security in relationships, your security in your job. This is a time that you're going to feel like everything is out of control. And because everything is out of control, it's going to make you want to control it more. Okay? And you can't do that. This is a time you want to trust the universe that it's going to align you in the right space. All right? Let go of the need to control. If you have control issues, manipulation issues, this is a time that you want to pull up, back up. This ain't what you want to do with your life. You want to be really focused on letting the universe align, letting whatever it is that you believe in align. All right, what needs to happen. This is a time frame where you're going to be feeling like having issues of abandonment. Those will start coming up. Because like I said, what is Scorpio about? Going deep. Going into the deep, dark closet and pulling out that stuff that y'all refuse to pull out. Or pulling out that stuff that you thought you had already fixed. All right? This is the time frame where that energy, the energy that's popping off this week, is going to pull it all out. It's going to make you deal with your ego. It's going to make you deal with the superficial stuff. It's going to make you deal with the things that you really thought you closed the book on. No. All of these elements, in my opinion, really stem from root chakra work. So this week, I personally think that you should definitely all have some red candles, some red energy popping, wearing some red, so you can feel empowered. Because this whole energy and the things that are happening, the whole transformation is leading you to being empowered, showing that you have the strength, that you have the willpower to move through anything, to endure anything, to overcome anything. But you can't do that if you are in a space that's shut down, that's blocked. Okay? You got to be in a space that you're being receptive, That you're being in a space that you know, this is my season to level up because I'm doing the work. Because I pay attention that, oh, this is a trigger. Instead of me responding, instead of me reacting negatively, this is a time for me to step back and say, what do I need to put in place? What do I need to align in order for me to grow? In order for me to move forward? So we're going to be dealing with our deep fear. We're going to be dealing with our deep emotions and pulling that shit out. Because I promise you, most of y'all probably done started pulling it out last week and the week before that. It's already started kicking in motion for some of y'all, depending on what your sign is. But it's coming. Now, as we deal with all our trauma and our triggers and the energy that's coming from these blocked chakras, because you really want to take a time to reevaluate your chakra system and say what was being blocked. You can pay attention. I've posted plenty of posts, and I might post some tonight about if this chakra is blocked. This is the emotions. This is the dynamic. These are the things that it brings up to the surface. All right. These are things that you can do. These are sounds that you can listen to. These are dynamics that you can pull in place in order for you to be a lot more clear, a lot more calm. All right. But all of this is happening for your well-being, and it's all happening for the evolution of who you are. So don't get frustrated. Don't get caught up in your emotions. Make sure that you're being very still. This is a time for meditation. This is a time for grounding. Okay? Making sure that you're being still. So as these energies are revving up to get you to pop out, because you really got to think it's going to be like, you know, that soda bottle that done fell and it's just been waiting for you to come and pick it up and open it. And when you open it on that day around this week, around that full moon, it's going to pop out for you. Somebody might be catching some throat chakra this week. Somebody might. So you want to be mindful of keeping your throat chakra in check. You might want to get you some labradorite. Get y'all some crystals and just sit it right there. Just sit it there. Be like, I'm not going to say nothing. I'm not going to come out of pocket. Matter of fact, just meditate with it. I promise you might need to just lay. You might need to, right before you go to bed, just lay there and meditate with your crystal on your throat. Be like, no. You say it's hard for you to be still. And you have to evaluate that. Why is it hard for you to be still? What is making it, in your mind, so complicated for you to just be still? Sadhguru, I want to say it was today. He just did a video on that. I want to say it was today. He talked about how, because we're in this physical third dimensional world, we are conditioned to feel like we are always supposed to be in constant movement. So that makes our mind be in movement. Everything in our life and in our world, we feel like it's supposed to be in movement. So when it's time for us to be still, it's very hard. So I'm going to look and see if he got it on his page. And if he does, I'll make sure I post it. It was a really good video. This is a time, like I said, you want to deal with your emotional, your mental baggage. You need to release it when we come up with this full moon. The full moon that's in Scorpio, because it's a water energy. You want to make sure that you are doing things that are what? Dealing with water. So we should be doing spiritual baths. If you are about some water that you can actually access, you want to go to the lake, you want to go to the river, the beach, whatever. You want to do some cleansing. Okay. You might even want to do a water fast this week, because now it's about taking this, understanding how important water, and I'm going to do another video on water. I haven't did one in a while, but how important water is in your life and what type of energy it represents when it comes to cleansing our aura, cleansing our spirit, putting us back in alignment the way that we need to be from a healing perspective, a holistic healing perspective. All right. Questions you should be asking yourself. What can you do to pour or speak life into yourself in those areas that you are being triggered or challenged? Because I promise you, if you are being honest, this is a time that we don't have time to be not walking in our integrity. And it's interesting because I swear I pulled the integrity card about 50 times this week. This is not a time that you don't want to be dealing with your integrity, your truth. This is the time you want to walk in your truth and you want to be honest and pull all your stuff and put it on the table. Okay? You got fear of commitment. Let's deal with it. Why you got a fear of commitment? All right? You got addictions that you're dealing with. And this is the moon that it's going to pull all of that up. I'm telling y'all. The addictions that you're dealing with. You addicted to food. You addicted to procrastination. You addicted to self-sabotaging. You addicted to alcohol. You addicted to drugs. Whatever it is that you addicted to, this is the moon that's going to pull it up. It's going to put it in your face and say, hey, you need to sit your behind down and you're going to deal with this and you're going to deal with it today. Because we're going to get through this. And when we get through this, you are going to come to the realization that you're way stronger than you are allowing yourself to be. You're going to come to the realization that that stuff that you was holding on to was some old ass baggage. It had holes in it. It was tore down and it doesn't serve a purpose anymore. Let it go. Why are you still holding on to it? It's going to be some people that got to be kicked to the curb. Yes. Some people going to have to go. You're going to have to clean house. And you're going to see it all. Everything has been revealed. Stuff that was challenging you last week, I promise you it was a sign to show you like who for real and who fake. Who's supposed to be in your corner and who not. You ain't working that job right now. You ain't supposed to be working that job right now. Why? Because you're supposed to be building your business. You're supposed to be working on what you're supposed to be working on. Your real purpose. Your real life path. You're not supposed to be dealing with stuff that is not in alignment with who you are. It's going to push you to your greatness. I promise you. Okay, so as we release these addictions and we start to lighten it up and we're lightening our energy up, guess what? It makes us more receptive to the things that are supposed to come into our life. I don't know how many times I'm going to say that. When you clear this up, when you let stuff go, the things you're supposed to be dealing with actually start coming in. The things that you're supposed to be receiving actually come to you. Because now you're not blocking it. Now you're not preventing its path. Y'all was sitting there putting obstacles and roadblocks and detours in front of your blessings and don't even realize it because you holding on to old shit. Let that go. This is not the time. This is not the time. All right. Anybody got any questions? Let me take a break. Let me let my throat chakra rest a little bit. Anybody got any questions while I'm taking this break? Because I got a lot of notes. Like I said, I really want to look at how Pluto sits in your chart. What house is it in? All right. Mine is in the first house. The first house is myself. So it's going to challenge everything about me and how I perceive myself and how other people perceive me. Which is interesting. It's going to challenge my balance because it's sitting in the sign of Libra. So you want to pay attention to that. What sign is your Pluto sitting in? If it's sitting in the second house, what sign is it sitting in? Because not only is it going to affect your money, your value system, it's also going to affect whatever is connected to that particular sign. All right. So pay attention to where these signs are sitting in, or these planets are sitting in, and how it's affecting you. What can you do if your emotions get too much and you become immobile? The biggest thing, you want to catch it before you get there. Okay, baby? Clarissa, you want to be in a space where as soon as you feel yourself, because I know y'all are just like me. I feel myself getting worked up. And sometimes I just don't even care. I just let my throat chakra release because it need to be released at that moment in time. All right, I'm doing better. I'm still working with me. Look, now people feel like God's still working with me. No, I'm still working with me. I'm still trying to work with me. All right. So you got to be in a space that you catch it before you go too far. Because the thing about this particular moon energy and what's going to happen during this Pluto retrograde in general, you want to pay attention to, why is this being triggered? What is this bringing this emotion up for? Okay. This is an opportunity for you to learn a valuable lesson. This is an opportunity for you to do some real transformation and some real healing, because both Scorpio and Pluto are over transformation. They're over the energy of you releasing and letting things that need to die. You can bury the mugs right now. So when you catch it, breathe. I tell y'all all the time, do a playlist. Get y'all some music. Put it on a playlist so you can listen to it. Soon as you feel like you're going to be triggered. I'm telling you, I do it all. I'm going to get the my Florida water, whatever it is. I'm going to have my oils, my patchouli that make me calm. I'm going to pull all the stops. If I'm pissed, or if I feel myself getting ready to go into an emotional cycle, I'm going to go out there and put my feet in the grass. I'm going to breathe a whole lot. I'm going to play my music that's going to make me start singing, so I can remind myself that I need to be present. Because a lot of times when we are getting triggered to go into that emotional cycle, it's because we're not present. We're so caught up in being triggered for something from the past, because 9 times out of 10, if somebody is triggering us and we get ready to go into an emotional cycle, it's something reminding us of something we went through in the past, or it's fucking with our future. So whatever it is, you need to identify. Be present. Okay? Be present. Make sure you're paying attention. Oh, this is getting ready to put me, you taking me left, boo. You taking me left. Let me go breathe. Let me go count to 10. Pull out all the stops. And know that you got to practice that. Y'all can't have these tools and not use them. You can't have these tools and not use them. Okay? What's another way to take a spiritual bath? You could put the same solution, whatever you would create for your spiritual bath. You could put it in a sink, or you could put it, you could take a shower, put it in a bucket. So that once you take your shower, you could take that and just pour it on you as you're going through it. If you're not going to use any type of solutions, you want to use your mind. So you're in the shower and I think I posted shower meditations. You're going to use shower meditation and affirmations. You're in the shower, you're visualizing the cleansing process. You're visualizing things coming and being removed from your spirit and your body. Okay? Oh, Stacy, that's a good one. Hold on, wait a minute, baby. Let me, somebody had asked them, how do I differentiate between instinct and delusion? Ooh, says a Pisces. Primrose. Because you are Pisces, that's interesting within itself, because you asking that question. But because you're a Pisces, you got to understand what your strength. Imagination and visualization is a beautiful thing if you're using it to your strength. So you want to make sure that you pay attention to when you are using that tool. That's a beautiful thing. Pisces are some of my favorite people because y'all can create your reality. You can create your reality, but you got to be disciplined in the times that you're using your visualization. That don't mean that you need to be walking around in the middle of the day and you talking about you daydreaming. No, you need to put yourself on once again, why y'all should be using this Capricorn energy. This is telling you, hey, if you're having an issue with that, that's your issue. So now how do we discipline? How do we structure that out? Maybe the only time that you're using visualization techniques or using those type of dynamics is in the morning or at night before you go to bed, when you could do lucid dreaming and stuff like that. Pay attention to how you are using that energy. All right. I hope it's saved. Y'all know Instagram don't like me. Y'all know I try to save it and then post it on my other page. Stacy says, how do you become present or know when you need to? You should always be present. We live in a society that creates distractions. We live in a society that tries to keep us from being present. They have used every tool and tactic and technique to keep us distracted. So you cannot tap in and tune in to your higher self. Why? Because they need slaves. This ain't no race thing. They need you to be a slave. Let's be clear. Y'all know I don't really talk about that like I normally do, but they need you to be a slave. They need you to be in a space that you are so distracted that you forgot what your purpose is. So guess what your butt gonna have to do? Come back. I'm just saying. Y'all gonna have to come back. You ain't working. You ain't living out your best life. You ain't living out your purpose. You ain't working and walking in your truth. Guess who coming back? You. Not me. But you have to be very mindful and check yourself all the time. Check yourself all the time. Am I being present? Because I'm telling you, 9 times out of 10, if you are miserable, you ain't present. If you popping off all the time, you ain't present. You getting in arguments with your loved ones, you're not present. So you gotta be in a space that you are doing this. Yes, beloved. He said, make it a habit. Make it a habit. I know I do need a shirt that say, let's be clear. I got my kids saying it. So make it a habit. Make it intentional. Make it part of your daily routine. Am I operating in being present? Am I truly walking in my truth? That's another question you should be asking. Am I walking in my truth? There's a lot of y'all not living your truth. There's a lot of y'all not walking in your truth because you're scared. You're scared of what the results will be. You're scared of your own greatness. You're scared of your own success. You're scared of losing your man or your woman. You're scared of being disowned by your family. I'm going to tell you this. The consequences are way more severe when you're not walking in your truth. The consequences is going to be way more severe. The universe and the ancestors and your spirit guides or whatever it is you believe in will drag you. They will drag you. I promise you. You will be drugged. Okay? So make sure y'all are being in a space that, and this is for Stacy, that asked the question. I think that was a great question. You should always be present. And because when there's things that's triggering you, when there's things that's happening, that's the first thing you should ask yourself. Am I present? Because why is this? This is triggering me. Why? This is happening to me. Why? How do I grow from this? What am I learning? Because if I'm present, I'm learning. I'm not popping off. I'm learning. Or if you do pop off, forgive yourself. I had to do that today. Throat chakra opened up. Then I've been triggered all month. The energy getting me too. And I'm hormonal. So, I just had a baby. So I'm all over the place. But once I did it and released, then I stepped back. Why is this bothering me? I need to identify. What is this about? What is this really about? Let me identify why my throat chakra want to open up on everybody right now. Okay? Let me breathe. Let me write it down. And now let me implement the solutions. Okay? Implement your solutions. I walk around with a bottle of Florida water that I can spray in my purse at all times. I have certain crystals, and I tell y'all don't need all of this, but it helps you to remind yourself. If you are too, this is a good one for you. I forgot who asked me about your emotional, when your emotions go too far. This is one of my go-tos as well. I always have something in my purse, in my car, in my room, somewhere that I can grab, and it's going to remind me, like I said, who I am, number one, but number two, to calm down. For me to pull into this energy, whatever energy that is supposed to invoke, that's what I need to go. If I know I'm tripping, it's real hard for you to be walking around looking like a goddess and you acting like a savage. I'm just saying. It's real hard for you to be walking around looking like God and acting like a savage. I'm just saying. So, whatever it is you need to do, pull on those things. Pull those energies, pull those tools, pull those dynamics so you can get back to who you really are. All right? Yes, the Emotional Code book is amazing. If y'all ain't got that book that's one of my absolute you must have books. Okay? It's one of my absolute, you gotta have it. There's not a reason for you not to have that somewhere in your, Let me see if I got time to, yes, I do. So I want to do an overall reading. Hopefully I got enough time to read on this energy with this full moon. Hopefully y'all, this saves and we can put it on YouTube and y'all can go back and, listen to, the other things. Yes, the Emotional Code not only helps you, it helps you because it tells you, like, let's say you're a person with chronic back pain, and you're having chronic back pain for some unknown reason. The Emotional Code is a great book for you to identify where that back pain comes from, where it stems at. Ashley, I'm not sure, boo. I have to go back and look. I might have gotten your Cash App. The Emotional Code. It's just the Emotional Code. I don't want to say I'm going to post it, but if y'all look up the Emotional Code, it's a book. I want to say the cover is like blue. It's by a white man. It's a doctor. He has a technique you can even use that you can use like magnets, refrigerator magnets, and it helps you release the pain in whatever area, or to help you release. It's almost like EFT. So if anybody know about like tapping, if y'all follow me on the Healing Chamber, I talk about this all the time too. But thank you. If you are familiar with tapping, it's about releasing the energy that's blocked in your body, releasing whatever it is that you have conditioned yourself to believe about yourself, or your trauma, so it can actually free you from pain or suffering or from a certain mentality. All right. So let's see. Whew. My energy started off really, really hot. I was in here about to burn up. All right. It's full moon. Ooh, there go that trigger. Ooh. I knew you was coming. Everything I talked about basically came out in these cards. Let's pull. Let's see. I'm going to pull one from here. What's our challenge? Ooh. They going for our throats tonight. Really? That's what we doing? There's one more set that I want to pull from, but I don't see it. Am I overlooking the cards? Let me see. Oh, they're in the box. No worries. Thank you. I appreciate it. You said it wasn't much. Y'all be killing me talking about it wasn't much. It wasn't nothing. I appreciate all gifts. Me and my baby appreciate all gifts. I promise you. I've been working on this thank you list forever. But y'all got to blame it on my mind and not my heart. Lord knows. All right, we're going to pull one of these. If I get cut off, I'm going to just come back so I can finish this reading. Oh, that's a new one. I might have to look that one up. We got the Blood Angel coming on the bottom of the deck and the Layla. These are new cards that have came up. I normally know all of these cards. All right, so let's start. The first card that came out is what? As above, so below. As above, so below. So Baba Fire. Baba Fire is all about saying, I command, I know my power. I command the universe to gift me what it is that I need, want, and desire. So as above, so below. Because I think it, I can manifest it. I can pull anything that I want out of the metaphysical into the physical. Listen, beloved. I can turn anything that I touch. You see how he's walking like he's commanding. He's got the as above, so below symbol. You got money flying all over. He marching to the beat of his own drum. Listen, he's grounded. He's empowered. And what did I tell you that the Scorpio moon is going to do for you? It's going to put you in a state of an empowerment. Empowerment. All right. So this is coming. The star. Things from our past, because it's coming up in the past position, things from our past are going to shift into hope. It's going to shift into happiness. We are going to see a transformation from our past, from the things and the way that we perceived all of that energy. This is what's going to happen. Completion, unity, hope. Hope is coming. But you got to remember that. We are hopeful people, so it should be easy. All right. Right now, in the present position is the Mirror card. And the Mirror card is what? All about triggers. Make sure that you're paying attention. This is about self-reflection. What is being triggered? How are we being triggered? Are we learning from the triggers in particular? Are you learning? Because when you're being triggered, that means there's an opportunity for growth and for you to learn. So what is happening? How are you learning? How are you moving forward? What did this come to show you? They're coming to show you something specific. Now, this Chariot card, because we're talking about emotions, we're going to go with the emotional meaning with this. This is a time that you got to trust, man. Trust the universe going to put everything together. Everything gonna happen in divine timing, divine order, that you are in a space that you can ride that bike with no hands, that you could trust that they're going to take you exactly where you're supposed to be. Stop feeling like you got to control the situation. You don't. Step back, just shut up, put yourself in timeout, whatever it is you need to do. Enjoy the ride right now. Enjoy the ride. Overall card is what? Bondage. And that bondage is what I specifically said in the beginning of all of this. This is a time, the things that are keeping you bondage, the things that you are addicted to, your emotions, those relationships, those negative energies, those addictions. Whatever it is that is toxic, whatever it is that is negative, whatever it is that's not serving you anymore, this is the time that you will release it. You better go ahead and speak it into existence. Go ahead and do a praise dance for it. Like, I know I surrendered it already. They already done took that. I already done buried that. This is a time where if you need to, write it on a piece of paper, burn it. Whatever it is that you need to release and whatever it is that you want to make grow, your intentions, the things that you need to shift, write that on another piece of paper and bury it in the ground. Plant it so it can be nurtured, so it can grow into what it is that you desire. The bottom of the deck. Oh, it's a card that just came up that I forgot to touch on. I know I'm going to have to do a second video. Integrity. This is about our truth. This is about our walk. This is about our honesty. Everything is going to be based off of this. Everything you need to ask yourself, is this in alignment with my higher self? Is this in alignment with my God self? If it's not, you already know the answer. All right? If it's not, you already know the answer. I'm going to finish this reading before I go into this other topic. Challenge is purpose. I done said it 10 times. I know what I am here to do. Do you know what you came to do? What is your purpose? Have you identified that yet? Have you really taken the time to say, I know that I was put here to do X, Y, Z? And are you doing it? Are you doing it? All right. So we pulled for Rumi today. I had to pull that one back out. I've been led to pull from this. So let me see what Rumi talking about. Because this card right here is new for me. So I don't know this one off the top of my head. So let's see what they talking about. Ooh. That sounds like that's about to be deep. I might have to post this. Ooh. This oracle brings you guidance. If you find yourself to be sad, to be grieving, whether you know for sure what it is or what it's not, or even depressed or struggling, feeling as though you are being pulled down, do not fight. Do not fight. Bear witness to what is showing you. Allow what is taking place to take place. Allow what is happening to happen. Ashe. You shall find a joy in allowing the interplay of this darkness and the light to take place according to greater unfolding rhythm of your own divine growth process. Ashe, y'all better come through. This oracle also brings you the message. You are moving through a period of not knowing, of a time that this is a great void in the womb of the divine mother. I've been talking. That's a whole nother conversation right there. It is in this place the seed can crack open and take root. This cannot happen in the light where all is seen and recognized. Well, I say Scorpio is about darkness, about going deep. We can't see what this is. The things that's being revealed right now, you couldn't see it. You thought it was fixed. They showing you it wasn't fixed, so we getting ready to work on it. All right? It must happen under the cover of darkness, where only trust can assure one of one's success. This is a way to nurture the way of life. It must be honored. It brings you ancient wisdom. It guides you not to fear the darkness, but to enter into it willingly. So we ain't fearing this. There's a path in the darkness. So we walking forward. Ashe. So I already said half of this. But just to let you know where we at with this energy. Let me see where we at on timing. Let me see if I can squeeze this last little message in before it cut me off. The card at the bottom of the deck had the Lover's card. All right. The Lover's card is all about karmic relationships. It's about divine relationships and divine partnerships. Relationships this week in particular because of certain dynamics that are pulling in. So if you are in a relationship and y'all are growing or you are blossoming or you are challenged even, all right, this is a week where real emotions will come out. Things that are not being said should come out. This is a week that if you really want to have a closer relationship, a more intimate relationship, a deeper meaning to what it is that you are trying to cultivate, this is the week to do it, because there are placements in the energy in the cosmos that's going to help you and your partner grow. What you also want to pay attention to, the same way that you are looking up where Pluto is sitting in your chart, pay attention to where your mate's chart. Pay attention to where's Pluto in their chart. Pay attention to what energy might be influencing their mouth, what might be influencing their action. All right, because the same way that you're going through transformation, the same way that you're going to be triggered a certain way, your partner will be too. So you need to already acknowledge that. So that way, that can save you some emotional stress. That can save your throat chakra from going a little left sometimes. All right. But even if no matter what, this is a great time to nurture and to grow your relationships. If you are not in a relationship and you are single, this is a beautiful time with your relationship to self. This is a beautiful time for you to cultivate your relationships with yourself. What are you doing and what are you putting in place that is going to help you grow as a person? What things are you putting in place that when you do, if that's what you choose, decide to get in a relationship, what are you already putting in place within your own growth, within your own dynamic that will help the relationship when you have it, that will help you even attract the type of partner that is in alignment, that will help you see those red flags that y'all love to ignore in the beginning of the relationship, when the pheromones is popping, when the hormones is popping. Listen, the red flags that you ignore, you won't have them issues. You'll be more in alignment with your partner because you are in a different space. It's not to say that you're not going to have some challenges. It's not to say that you're not going to be triggered for growth, especially depending on what your chart say. Okay? But it is to say that this is a time, if you are single, you are supposed to be putting this work in for yourself, because it's going to help you have a stronger and a better foundation, not only with yourself, but with what it is that you are pulling in, what dynamics you are pulling in. All right. So what I am doing is this week I will be doing probably 2 days worth of full readings, the full moon readings. If you have not sent your donation, make sure you do. I only have a few spots available now. And then I will, let y'all know where you at on the list. Readings at this moment will start on Tuesday. Readings at this moment are starting on Tuesday. So it'll probably be Tuesday and Wednesday. I will be doing the full moon readings. If you at 7 p.m. If you signed up for the class, because I promised that class was sold out by 12 p.m., whatever day I announced it. All right. Whatever day I announced it, the mentorship class has sold out. So what I am going to do is we'll do that mentorship possibly. Don't quote me. I'm thinking about running it every month. So every month we will have a new group, and I will do a 4-week exclusive mentorship with that particular group, because I'm keeping the group small. So I told y'all it's going to sell out quick because the group is small. I'm not doing a lot of people. I'm only doing a certain amount so I can actually be focused and intentional with the healing or the help or whatever the word that I got to give at that moment in time. I am slowly shifting back to my babies who have been with me for a while. Y'all know I normally pop on here and try to give y'all some information as much as I can. One Brave Woman, absolutely. I am going to probably do 1 day a week where I might do something like I did today, like just break down certain energies and what you need to be paying attention and why you should be paying attention to it. And then I'll do my Sunday words for us to do that. Okay. So if there's a topic that you want me to speak on, or if there's a topic or some information that y'all want me to touch bases on, make sure y'all inbox me, and I'll go from there. Where can we find it again? Where can we find what? I'm not sure. I might interview 5 more people because I'm already, like, the class is already booked, like, for real. So I might do what you call it. Be more. Look on the last post I put. The last post got my Cash App. Okay, they count me down. So I love you guys. I love you. I love you. I love you. I will that y'all have an amazing rest of y'all week. Do not let the energies pull you left. Make sure you check your throat chakra. Get y'all crystals. What I say, meditate with that. Meditate with it. All right. I love you guys. Peace.